No, damn it. None of this is accurate. This entire tome is nothing but man-made mythos. I'll never figure this out. No one has clearance to be on this floor at this time. Please see yourself back to the main floor, or I will have you escorted out.
I'll have you removed from... Oh, it's you. I didn't know you were scheduled to be in the headquarters today. Regardless, please leave at once. I can't be disturbed right now. My current work is very sensitive. Worried about me? So the team sent you to check on me because you're the only one whose keycard gives you access to this floor. That does make sense. Well, I certainly appreciate the sentiment. But I assure you there's no need for concern. Oh, the investigation. I am aware that we haven't made much progress lately. You would think it would be easy to go on with the case after such a dramatic breakthrough. But now it feels as if I need to reevaluate every possibility. I'll solve it, though. I just need some more time alone. I don't like that you can read me so easily. Fine. I'll tell you what's going on. But if we're going to discuss this any further, then please, come in. I have confirmed all of my work to the privacy of my own room. I know it's a bit messy in here. I've been very preoccupied. Oh, it's too dark for you to see anything? I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Here, I'll get the lamp. Just don't... Turn that off! Apologies. I guess I've been sitting in the dark for so long that the overhead lights are too much for me. I have been working only by candlelight. Anything brighter than that gives me a terrible headache. Wait just a moment. There. This should be enough light for you to see. I know I look unwell. Please, don't look so worried. This is exactly what I was trying to prevent by staying out of your sight. I apologize for being so distant lately. It is not unusual for me to go through such a dramatically reclusive phase. But this is different. And I know that I can't continue to try and hide it from you. There's no point in it. You always see right through me, after all. I did not want the task force members, or especially you, to witness me in this state. I have not been in the presence of anyone other than Watari in quite some time now. Yes, it's true that I am troubled by some of the most recent developments in this case. I've known since the beginning that these killings seem to break natural law. And there was no reasonable explanation for these deaths. Or, at least, no explanation that was compatible with reality as we know it. I even knew that the two Kiras had referenced the supernatural in their communications with one another. But even with all that knowledge, I would have never deduced anything as unthinkable as this. Something as unreasonable as a god of death becoming an undeniable truth. To think that throughout all this time, such fantastical things have existed in our world, just beyond our reach. It destroys so much of what I thought I knew. I don't mean to sound so conceited, but I truly believed that I understood the workings of this world. I've never been superstitious. In my mind, there was no reason to bother myself with things that seemed to have no basis in reality. I had so much certainty in my beliefs, and when they were shattered, I didn't know how to proceed. I suppose the existence of these shinigami have severely disturbed my focus on the Kira case. It was keeping me up at night. I was unable to sleep, so I spent hours searching for answers. In my isolation, I have scanned almost every reference in recorded history of both shinigami and any other similar mythos pertaining to death and the undead. Unfortunately, most of it did not align with what we know about the two shinigami connected to the death notes in our possession, which makes it difficult to determine what is and is not true. I cannot fully trust any written source, nor the words of the shinigami themselves. In fact, the more I contemplate, the more I am convinced that both are being intentionally manipulated in an effort to mislead us. I wanted to find even just one verifiable document that could support our current theories. Of course, this was entirely fruitless. After days without rest, I still had not discovered even one source that seemed to be consistently accurate. Even browsing hundreds of testimonies, there's nothing but anachronisms, evidence of misnomers, and stories fabricated entirely by mankind. It was maddening. After almost a week of sleepless nights with no progress to show for it, I decided that I could work more effectively by using a more hands-on approach to verify the accuracy of any supernatural claim. So, I began experimenting with every spell and ritual I could find. Don't look at me like that. Of course, I did not attempt to perform anything that could have brought myself or anyone else direct harm. Although I truly did not believe that anything would come of this experiment, I still had enough sense not to call upon anything I knew I would be unable to handle. I may have gotten more reckless as the days went on. I was just awake for such a long time, searching so desperately for answers. After wasting hundreds of hours chanting useless incantations, I was almost ready to give up and admit that nothing ever discovered and recorded by humanity would be relevant to our current investigation. And then, things started to change. I became more sensitive to light. At first, it was only a headache if I exposed my eyes to direct sunlight. Before too long, I couldn't even be comfortable in regular indoor lighting. My ability to see in the dark is now far sharper than what is achievable by the anatomy of a regular human eye. After a while, I also noticed that despite my world record-breaking lack of sleep, I was no longer tired. I felt more awake and alert than ever. Furthermore, I no longer felt hunger in a way that can be satiated by cakes and ice cream. Nor do I find such treats appetizing anymore. I find myself craving something else, other than sweets. It's hard to figure out exactly what I want to sink my teeth into. Even now, the only thing that even smells palatable is... never mind that. know this all sounds alarming, but I need you to listen, please. I have a theory as to what I have become. I don't want to disturb you. May I take your hand for a moment? Yes, I know my hands are cold. Apologies. I'm just going to take your hand and place it on my neck, okay? Can you feel my pulse? You look like you've seen a ghost. Maybe you have. Of course, I am still here physically. I can still think, move, and interact with the people around me. And yet my heart does not pump blood through my cold body. I do not breathe, eat, or sleep. As if I were, well, dead. What does this make me? It's hard to say exactly. That's what I'm working so hard to figure out. I appreciate you listening to me. This conversation has been enlightening to me in more ways than you can possibly know. But I think I need to be alone now. Please leave. No, I'm sorry. Of course I want to be with you. But something about being near you. I don't want to scare you, but it's almost like your scent is making me, I'm terrified. I need you to leave because I'm scared that I'll hurt you if you stay. And I couldn't live with myself if I hurt you. I can't be around you until I know it's safe to do so. So please, I need to continue with my work, in solitude. Please tell the task force that I am ill and will be working remotely for the foreseeable future, but that my productivity will pick back up shortly. And I promise. I'll figure this out, okay? But just try to stay away for now. If not for your sake, then for mine. I love you, and I'll see you soon. One last thing before you go. If you're interested in more content like this, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And adult viewers can visit us at patreon.com/Anigomi for extra special content, or commission your very own audio at anigomi.com/commissions. I hope to see you there.